this whole hantavirus situation in South Africa, because like I'm still losing my mind for some reason, and the thought of going through another pandemic is insane, right? So I just wanted to. I don't even know if anybody's gonna join this, but I'm just doing this for future reference as well, right? I just want to make sure I can see myself on this motherfucker. Mute. Alright. Lots is going on, my brother. This is crazy things. Crazy things, my feet. Because I honestly feel like we can't deal with another pandemic, bro. Why is this thing so slow? This is crazy things. Why is it so slow? Crazy things, my feet. Because why is it so slow? I feel like we can't deal with another pandemic, bro. Why is this thing so slow? Why is it so slow? This is crazy things. Okay, we good. So apparently hantavirus Perfecto is on the move. And I don't want to say again, but this is something we've dealt with before. Not saying that we actually dealt with it, but like we've heard of it during COVID. You know what I'm saying? You know, there was a bit of a scare during COVID, especially regarding this hantavirus thing. So I just want to watch a few videos and hear what's actually. I want to get an idea of what's actually going on. Don't mind the noise. People be outside saying whatever, right? So in fact, let me share this live real quick with some people. Let me share this live. Imagine being able to build an app. And I really should get the. Just by thinking about it. The things I'm not gonna pay for a premium version of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up? Yo. Says it was alerted of serious respiratory illnesses. This is the first video, yeah. Yeah, I probably wanna have to invest in an OBS or a system to allow me to stream this thing, but I'm literally so lazy to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like, we're gonna watch I don't know, man. I'm gonna be commenting as I'm watching these things. Also, you know, there's copyright things that be happening around, especially with YouTube and stuff like that, right? So yeah. Of hantavirus were later detected. According to the WHO, human hantavirus spreads through contact with the sub, urine, feces, or saliva of infected rodents. Infections can also happen by touching contaminated surfaces. Expect to see in many cases in South Africa normally so I guess this isn't something new, right? So the hantavirus, I mean, if you've been on the internet and you've seen or heard or read a little bit about the hantavirus, you'd have heard something about how it spreads through the contact of urine, feces, you know what I'm saying, saliva of infected rodents, which is crazy because if you think about the general informal settlement, especially in South Africa, right? These things populate like nobody's business, bro. These things populate like, bro, I'm talking about rodents right now. Infections can also happen by touching contaminated surfaces. Okay, no, let's continue. A little bit of COVID, but I'm just like, should we be scared? That's the question people are asking right now. That's what I'm trying to find out. I'm probably not going to find it here because, you know, this is a light stream. Should I say lightings? You know what I'm saying? But like, let's continue. Contaminated surfaces. Hantavirus, bro. Hantavirus. In many cases. Hanta. That's the virus you're talking about, bro. That's the virus you're talking about because I don't know, for some reason I'll be posting videos, you know, saying whatever because I'm just like that. You know what I'm saying? I say whatever and people go crazy. People go crazy. Yeah, I understand. I can be controversial and a little bit illiterate. You understand? It's intentional. One thing you don't understand, people don't understand that when you comment and you like or you dislike, it pushes it out regardless. So you're not actually hurting me, you're helping me. But I'm just like, whenever I say something about a hantavirus, people tend to be like, oh no, get your facts straight. Okay, sharp. try to understand, okay, I'm getting into it, but I'm just like, should we be scared? That's what I'm asking, bro. Should we be scared?
Africa, normally the outbreak is normally involve rodents and humans, yeah. And once detected and individuals isolated, which is the case now, and South Africa has very good isolation facilities, we deal with other
I guess the big question we could be asking ourselves right now, or should be asking ourselves, is, will South Africa survive another pandemic? Okay? Like, can any country, for a matter of fact, survive another pandemic? Can anyone survive another? Bro, we barely survived or recovered from COVID. Yeah, we can argue if whether or not it's a conspiracy, whether or not it's real. A lot of people have been saying a whole lot of stuff. I mean, for some reason, I don't want to bring it up, right? But for some reason, especially in South Africa, Buffett, you know what we were told? You know what we were told? It's so crazy. Get the vaccine, otherwise, you won't be able to, because I was sports athlete as well. Athletes went through this as well, especially in lower levels. Oh, you won't be able to access the stadium. We still access the stadiums. Oh, get vaccine, you won't be able to learn, you won't be able to work and stuff. And I remember it was such a panic. People were getting shots and shots and shots. You know what I'm saying? A while back, this may have been 2024 or something. I don't know if it's still up there. I'm probably gonna look for it. But apparently, you could get that as soon as you get the vaccine. You are basically loaded onto the system, right? And basically, you're on the system and you can claim whatever and print out your certificate, your vaccine certificate online. I went to the website and it's taken down. Do you understand? Do you understand? Life and death, vaccine, okay, you're right. Against COVID, sharp, bro, you're healthy, you're gonna live. Why is the website taken down? Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. But I'm just like, if it was so important, bro, you would imagine that this certificate would have a shelf life that is longer than, I would say, that duration of when COVID was killing people, if that makes sense. Right? And it's taken down. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, I'm too lazy though. I don't want to look it up right now, but I know for a fact it was taken down and I was so shocked. The shock. Yo!
And like TB, that's highly transmissible. Yeah, the case tend to stop.
Insane. Insane. The person who's this? I have COVID right now. Again, my 4th time since 2020. How? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Good question. Who? Bro. The thing is, bro, this is probably the most dangerous cloud I'll say, if I can name it that. It's a cloud where, bro, there's a whole lot of people on the internet who are telling you this is killing people. And there's so many numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never been in contact with the person. I've never seen straight with my own eyes, right? And the fact that it didn't happen to me doesn't mean it's happening. It's not happening around the world, right? For example, we're not experiencing a physical like war right now, like Iran, right? It doesn't mean that it's not happening. That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. But I'm just like, I've never been in contact with a person who actually had COVID or died from COVID. You know what I'm saying? And who knows if we had COVID, because everybody started getting flu all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started getting flu all of a sudden. So, my nigga, you know what I mean? That's literally what's going on, bro. But I'm just like, it's almost like they were manipulating the numbers as well. And the fact that you can't sue these vaccine companies is also crazy. I don't know. These are questions we're asking. So, symptoms of hantavirus. Can I switch? Yes, symptoms of hantavirus. This is on SABC, but fatal. This is on SABC. Hantavirus can be fatal: dizziness, nausea, fever, vomiting. Yes, you get the shits, my guy. You get the shits. I think a 70-year-old man died from this. I made a video, a short on it. Check it out on my channel. But, bro, shortness of breath, low blood pressure. Oh my days, kidney failure. Oh, bro. And I had all sorts of posts and shit. Feels like a bad flu, brother. For me, the worst I've been having. Oh, bro. I keep on saying this and people think I'm joking, bro. Like this is the memories. Like, bro, I have so many bad memories of COVID, bro. Like, the time period was so, bro. If I hadn't found to be honest, the YouTube kept me alive. I'm not gonna lie to you. God, yes, Almighty, thank you, God. The people around you, yes, but the YouTubers kept me. Dex, I found Dex during COVID. I found Juice WRLD during COVID. I found a lot of people. I think I found Mr. Beast during COVID. I found a whole lot of things, right? A whole lot of people as well. But I'm just like, the memories associated with COVID are so crazy, bro. I've been making this as and people be thinking, yo, I'll be joking, but everything started tasting like water, bro. Everything started tasting like water. I don't know, all of a sudden your lower back is hurting as well. Throat is hurt. Bro.
Fatal.
Bro.
Symptoms include dizziness and fever. The virus may further cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. Patients may develop shortness of breath, low blood pressure, and kidney failure.
Low blood
Currently,
pressure.
one of the passengers of the international cruise
Low
ship
blood pressure.
remains in hospital.
It's in a serious condition. He is stabilized. He's being managed under isolation to ensure that there's no onward transmission within the hospital setting. I think it's very difficult to gain any understanding from this individual at this stage. So he's collecting histories and trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together has been through international efforts, really.
Are mostly reported in rural settings. The WHO believes that the Andes strain is responsible for the outbreak on the ship. This strain can be transmitted from person to person.
Can you imagine, bro?
Under the assumption that it's the Andes virus. So from a precautionary point of view,
Sorry, I'm
we
just
feel
trying
that
to
this is
send
the best approach to make sure that
link
we
to
have the
my-
right precautions in place.
The Department of Health has called for calm, and some residents agree.
I don't think as a nation we should freak out or anything like that, because what happened with the coronavirus, everybody got stressed. The irrational things happened.
I hear about it on national TV. I'm
Bro.
not scared about
People
it.
didn't get
It's under control.
go back to that one,
I
but let me
know
pause
one
this real
died,
quick.
other one was in hospital.
We do have a bit of experience, so I would assume that the government has an eye already on the situation and should respond with caution.
I'm not sure, bro.
Maintains that there has
not
not
really
been
sure if they're
evidence
looking
of
for
a wider
Dutch-
spread
nah,
of the
I'm not
virus
too
to
sure, but
communities. Nerea Hlakutsa,
they are
CBC
definitely in it
News,
for it
Johannesburg.
as well. Now, there's a part I want to go back to.
To person.
I don't think
To make sure that we have the right precautions in place.
The Department of Health has called for calm, and some residents agree.
I don't think as a nation we should freak out or anything like that, because what happened with the coronavirus, everybody got stressed. The irrational things happened.
I hear about it on national TV. I'm not scared about it. I think it's under control. I know one died, other one was in hospital.
We do have a bit of experience, so I would assume that the government has an eye already on the situation.
This is interesting. These people
and
have interesting
should,
thoughts, bro. Look at this.
Respond with
These are
caution.
interesting thoughts, bro.
Other one, I'm not scared.
Because what happened with the corona, freak out or anything like that, because what happened with the coronavirus, everybody got stressed. The irrational things happened.
I hear about it on national TV. I'm not scared about it. I think it's under control.
This is the Hunter virus,
I
by the
know
way.
one died, other one was in hospital.
We do have a bit of experience, so I would assume that the government has an eye already on the situation and should respond with caution.
Obviously.
Maintains that there has not been evidence of a
The Department of Health. I don't want to get into all the Matlang Commission and like the Matlang Commission, like, yeah, as much as we may think of it as a psyop or a distraction from whatever, I don't know. People can say whatever on the internet, you know what I'm saying? But corruption in this country is insane, you know what I'm saying? Probably not different from other countries. Corruption is always going to be that thing that's like, you can't avoid it to some extent. Like the Department of Health, bro. I never expected the Department of Health to be, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess you follow the money. Yeah, they follow the money, right? But I don't really remember I don't really remember how COVID really, like, how it first affected human beings. I mean, no, the thought process of most South Africans, especially in South Africa, right? All I remember is we as kids in high school, and we was joking about, social distancing, because this thing, bro, now that I think about it, it's almost like it was conditioned, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the WHO, the World Health Organization, released all these guidelines and stuff, and we were studying, like, we were already practicing, like, COVID hadn't even landed, let's say, in South Africa, and we were already practicing Yo, wash your hands, yo, social distancing, yeah, social distancing, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids were joking around with it and it became real, bro. It became real. Like, the period after COVID-19, when I went back to school, like, that period is so non-existent to me. I thought I was gonna die, bro. There we hear about people, yeah, his neighbor, whatever, your aunties or whoever died. But like I still maintain that I've never seen it, but it doesn't really mean it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, should we be afraid? That's one question I have. Should we be afraid? How is that gonna help us either way? I'm saying, is Bill Gates connected to this in some way? I don't know, bro. But like, I'm gonna watch a bunch of videos right now, and I'm trying to get to the bottom,
Work
trying to
today
understand.
Is broken.
Oh my
Every
goodness,
day,
these ads,
people
bro.
develop so many different tools just to get
3 people died after a virus outbreak on this ship, and other passengers and
That's
crew are
interesting.
still receiving
That's
medical
interesting.
treatment. The infections were thought to have been caused by hantavirus, a disease considered pretty rare among humans, but it can be deadly, and it's not the first time the virus has been in the news. It was also named as the cause of death of actor Gene Hackman's wife Betsy last year. So what is hantavirus? What are the symptoms? And how did it spread on a cruise ship? Here's what you need to know.
So I'm not gonna finish this whole video, right? But I'm just like, yo, what got me going is the fact that, yo, South Africa was deemed. So I don't know. There's a law, a guideline online. I don't know. There's special words they use, special words that I don't know. But like, so wherever something happens, right? Wherever this outbreak. Also, sorry, I may cut the stream at any time because, like shared accommodations and people are not so understanding. So whatever. But I'm just like, so that law, whatever says that if there's an outbreak or emergency, whatever, the closest country, the best facilities is meant to like, to get these people and to treat these people basically. And coincidentally, that was South Africa. Yes. I don't know if it was I don't know, whoever this was flown to Johannesburg. I think it was a hospital in Sandton. And you should have seen the comments online, bro. Out of every single country, not even Cape Town. It's almost like it was intentional. Not even Cape Town, not Durban. Straight to Joburg. Bring it to the heart of South Africa. Yes. Sounds too strange, bro.
Actually,
Too
is
strange.
hantavirus. Well,
It
hantaviruses.
I don't want to say too much that stuff that is unverified or anything, but it almost seems like it's another experiment. I don't know.
Are a group of viruses that can be divided into 2 categories.
Yeah.
First, there are so-called Old World hantaviruses, which are typically found in Europe, Asia, and Africa. They can lead to hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome, or HFRS. That can cause uncontrolled bleeding, high fever, and kidney damage. Mortality rates vary between the different types of Old World hantaviruses, which are typically found in Hantaviruses are a group of viruses that can be divided into 2 categories. First, there are so-called Old World hantaviruses, which are typically found in Europe, Asia, and Africa. They can lead to hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome, or HFRS. That can cause uncontrolled bleeding, high fever, and kidney damage. Mortality rates vary between the different types of Old World hantaviruses. With some variants of the disease, fewer than 1% of patients die, but there are other variants that can cause severe symptoms, where up to 15% of cases are fatal. There are also New World hantaviruses, typically found in North and South America. They tend to cause respiratory problems.
How are you supposed to relax after hearing that? Old world. Okay. No, let's not jump the gun.
Specifically, hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, or HPS. It can be lethal. 38% of people who develop later symptoms may die from the disease. HPS was the infection that killed Betsy Arakawa, Gene Hackman's wife, in March last year. She was found dead in her home in New Mexico in the US. Health authorities have not yet confirmed which strain has spread on the MV Hondias cruise ship. So where do these viruses come from? Well, hantaviruses are normally carried by rodents, so typically rats, mice, and voles, and can be picked up by humans if they come into contact with their urine, droppings, or saliva. If any of that material is disturbed, for example while you're clearing it up, it can become airborne, and then it's easier to inhale. Hantaviruses can also spread directly between people,
hold on.
and then it's easier. That
Did you
material
hear
is
that?
disturbed, for example while you're clearing it up, it can become airborne, and then be picked up by humans if they come into contact with their urine, droppings, or saliva. If any of that material is disturbed, for example while you're clearing it up, it can become airborne, and then it's easier to inhale. Hantaviruses.
What? Okay, wait. Be careful. bro, this is
can also spread directly between people. If any of that material is disturbed, for example, while you're clearing it up, it can become airborne, and then it's
while you. So, what does that even mean? Yo, maybe I'm losing my mind, bro. Like, I don't wanna like too much, cause copyright and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, listen to
easier
this, bro.
to inhale. For example, what that with their urine. If any of that material is disturbed, for example, while you're clearing it up, airborne, and then it's
Do you all understand that? Do you all understand that? So, if that material is disturbed, so let's say a rat, how do I cuss without? How do I say? Excretes. It's too professional. If a rat, does its business on this table, for example, right? And if I disturb it, so like try to clean it, it can become airborne. And obviously, it's not every rat, of course, right? But like, the one with the virus. If you try, and it can become airborne, right?
easier to inhale. Hantaviruses can also spread directly between people. This is very rare, but it has happened in previous outbreaks of the Andes
I mean, isn't it happening right now?
variant of
Like,
the virus.
bro.
The World Health Organization and other health experts have suggested this might have been what happened on the MV Honduras.
It is unusual to get human-to-human transmission. We normally see that in hantaviruses that come from America, particularly South America, and I believe this cruise ship has visited Argentina. The incubation period would be 2 to 4 weeks, which is consistent with the diagnoses that are occurring right now.
The risk to the wider population from the cruise ship outbreak is low. Hantaviruses can also spread through a rodent bite or a scratch, but that's also very rare.
Do you all hear that? Do you all hear
The
that?
wider population from the cruise ship outbreak is low. Hantaviruses can also spread through a rodent bite or a scratch, but that's also very rare. So what about the symptoms? Recognizing that you have hantavirus can be really difficult, as the symptoms can be very similar to
Should we be worried though? Should we be worried? Bro, this is the timing of all this is just insane, bro. Bro, I literally just got into uni. Okay? Like, man, I literally just got into uni, bro. Please, Mr. Bill Gates, I literally just got into uni, bro. Broski, I just hit 1,000 subs on my goddamn YouTube channel. 1,000 subs. What does that mean? It means I'm on my way to 4,000 watch time. Then, hey man, I'ma be earning here soon, even though that's not the actual goal. You know what I mean? Thanks, man. Thanks. 1,000 subs, bro. 1,000, something I've been working for a while, bro. But like, hey, bro, like, you know, I love making jokes. I joke around. Some jokes are very, you know, I'm a misunderstood individual. But I'm just like, yo, judging by how many people blew up during COVID, maybe I'm not trying to be dark, but maybe like we could try our, you know what I'm saying, should this actually materialize into a whole pandemic? But I don't think that's gonna justify the lives, let's say, we're gonna lose, if there's such a thing. Did COVID actually kill people? Hey, bro, the numbers are saying something else. The experts are saying something else. But a whole lot of people on the internet are saying something else as well. So the amount of confusion out there is insane, bro. You know, like the amount of information, like the internet, we could say the internet was a gift to humanity, but I think it was also a curse, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is not an original thought. There's always dark side to good, you know what I'm saying? I mean, do you understand? Like yin and yang, you know what I mean? Like the internet, yes, brought a lot of opportunities, a lot of information, you know, accessibility, but again, a lot of harm. If you think about cyberbullying, for example, if you think about the, you know, AI, yes, AI is, you know, AI is, okay, I think it's another beautiful invention, but again, we'll be getting crazy people dating AI now, you know, not to say they're crazy or anything, not to attack anybody. But let me watch one last video. Just one. Hantavirus now in 6 countries. Oh my goodness. This is from CNN, by the way. I don't know if I should be trusting it.
Stop
But yeah.
making embarrassing writing mistakes. Quillbot for Chrome is... The world are racing to contain a deadly outbreak of hantavirus that's linked to this cruise ship.
Look at that headline, bro. Look at that headline, brother. Yo, tilt your screen real quick. Hantavirus passenger was briefly on board KLM plane in South Africa. Oh my goodness, bro. That's my country. That's my goddamn country, bro. Yes, 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 yes. They brought it to the heart this time. South Africa, my dude. Hey. I don't even know if I should be scared or terrified. That's the same thing.
In the Atlantic. The Dutch airline KLM says
KLM, that's what you were talking about, bro.
later died after contracting the virus, boarded a flight in South Africa before the plane's crew decided she was too. The Dutch airline KLM says one of the ship's passengers who later died after contracting the virus boarded a flight in South Africa before the plane's.
So is this another example of the, what do I call it? What can we call it? The red car effect. You know, when you start focusing on something, when you think of something and then you start like focusing on it only. For example, like when I tell you, bro, pay attention to the red cars. When I say something about red cars, and all of a sudden, when you're driving to your house or wherever, and you start noticing red cars, you know what I'm saying? Another example is, let's say you into someone, right? Yes, from a fucking romance whatever perspective, you're into someone and you start noticing the person all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were always there, but you didn't really, you know what I'm saying? Is this what's happening right now, right? Was the hantavirus always there? Are we only paying attention to it now? And if that is the case, then how many people are actually infected? Because I would imagine it's difficult to track these things. You can't put an absolute number. So, okay, no, only 4 people are infected right now. Really? Hantavirus passenger was briefly on board KLM plane in South Africa, and they later died. Heightened situation awareness. Yes. You hit it on the nail, bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
Its crew decided she was too sick to
Okay, they brought it to my country, bro.
travel. The Georgia Department of Public Health says 2 people who returned home to the state after getting off the ship are being monitored right now, and 1 Arizona resident who was.
Bro, look, bro. Look at, bro. Like, look at this, bro. California, Arizona, fucking Georgia. You know what I'm saying? How long till it, bro? It affects everything, bro. It affects bro. Because in my country, it's not states. Yeah. These are different states, I would imagine. I should fix my vocabulary and fucking, yeah. We have provinces, right? But like, how long before it spreads? You know what I'm saying? Bro, like,
is also on board.
I'm not trying to spread some fear about it, I believe, you know what I'm saying? But I've lived long enough to notice or to see or to even get the idea that, you know what, these people, they control everything either way. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what I believe in. It doesn't matter if I believe it's just a hoax, you know? Really? Georgia, fuck, I'm just below. Can you imagine, bro? No, it's nothing crazy. Let's not lose our minds here. Alright? Let's not go crazy, guys. Come on, chill. I don't want to be responsible for people losing their minds on the internet, but y'all can already see this. Y'all.
Is also being watched by officials there. And according to the New York Times, California residents were on the ship as well.
California residents on the ship. This is not going to end well, bro.
The Georgia Department of Public Health says 2 people who returned home to the state after getting off the ship are being monitored right now, and 1 Arizona resident who was also on board is also being watched by officials there. And according to the New York Times, California residents were on the ship as well. CNN's Randy Kay looks now at how this virus may have spread.
This was an expedition boat.
Yeah, I want you to see this.
On board, we're doing bird watching.
Turns out a bird watching tour may be the source of this hantavirus outbreak. According to the Associated Press, 2 Argentine officials investigating how this started said their government is leaning toward the idea that a Dutch couple contracted the virus while bird watching in the city of Ushuaia, Argentina, before boarding the ship. The AP report.
Bro, like, it's the same stories over and over again. Yo, there's a mirror here. Yeah, I got a mirror here as well. Yo, yeah, but like, man, it's the same story over and over again. MV Hondias, and then there's a plane, and then there's, you know what I'm saying? Yo, too much is happening. I am going to be monitoring the situation, yes, amongst my academic pursuits and sportive pursuits. I am going to be monitoring the situation. Yes, I would love to do some live videos like this in the future. It's not actually the first live, but it's going to be the only live you're going to see on the channel. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, man, stay safe out there. Yeah, I don't want to butcher that name, but stay safe. I see the message. Stay blessed, brother. Oh, bro, we literally can't, like, we can be as optimistic as we want, bro. Like, delusional as we want. Now we're gonna beat this. Oh, it's not real. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, what if it is? Because I mean, even if we think it isn't, you know what I'm saying? Even if we think it isn't, but these people, they're running these scooters, bro. Like, D-Mensa's running everything, bro. You know, D-Mensa, if you don't know what I'm referring to, the elites, almost, it's that simple. Take this video if you want. Take this video down if you want to, brother. But yo, stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, I'm gonna be making videos like this in the future, so peace.